Hey guys, welcome back to Franchise Hockey Manager 9 with the Seattle Kraken. It is opening day, opening night, whatever you want to call it. Um, and just quickly join the Discord. Again, I don't know how to segue into that. So it always comes out really weird and awkward, but yeah, join the Discord. I'll put a link in the description below. So that out of the way, let's get to it. So it's opening night. And the off season kind of turned on a dime once I got to about the middle of July. Once I started looking at um, some of our contract obligations here over the next couple of years, I decided to focus less on free agency and focus more on making sure that we retain our own talent. So if we go to the transaction log, we just go back to July. You can see we put in the offers for Kasper Haltunen, who was one of ours, Kivi Haru the same, Vinny the same, Gavin Hayes and Jake Carabella both signed with us. They all signed with us. I sent Vinny back to um, Finland for the year. Um, so that's where he's going to play. But we did sign him because he was listed as a free agent. We traded Jonas Siegenthaler, our captain. We traded him to the Washington Capitals for a fifth-round pick. Got about $4.5 million off the books. And then you see some of the names for some of the players that were free agents. Jagger Firkus, Pavel Zacha, Matty Beniers, Connor Bedard, Shane Wright. Their contracts were all up at the end of this season. And we extended them all. And they're not particularly long. Like Connor Bedard's is 4 years, 5.1. That's the longest of the bunch. Zacha was the only unrestricted free agent, but we brought him back for 3 years at 5.7. Matty Beniers and Shane Wright, both 2-year deals. Jagger Firkus, 3 years, under $4 million. So we have these guys locked up for a couple of years, which is good. And then we turned around and we traded Mackenzie Blackwood to the Buffalo Sabres. We picked up a second-round pick. So um, and I leaned into the draft, not having any picks this upcoming year. You'll see a little bit later on. We made another deal to send away another draft pick. We picked up Radek Faksa and Radek Faksa, and Garnett Hathaway, just to give us some depth up front. Faksa is a good defensive forward. We traded, and this was the only other, I guess this was the big trade, quote unquote. We traded Riker Evans, who again, just the development just wasn't there. The defense never got above 12. So Riker Evans, Justin Janicki, a 22-year-old, 1-star, 2.5-star, and a fourth-round pick to Toronto for David Kampf. Kampf isn't going to score very much, but defensively, he's pretty elite. So he'll fill that role that was left behind by Luke Glendening when Glendening retired this past offseason. We also picked up Dustin Wolf off of waivers, and we were able to send him down to Coachella, so we pick up a little bit of depth defensively. His goalie ratings aren't great. He's got very good mental ratings, but he's still young, still has some room for growth, so we picked him up. And that's really what the offseason looked like. Like I said, not much in terms of free agency. I was more concerned about making sure we had the money to sign our players first. And now we don't have much. We've got Bjorkstrand, who we might try to bring back. Ryan Lindgren, he's always hurt. I mean, 19 games a year ago. We'll see what happens this season. Yeah, he wants over $5 million. It's unlikely. Bjorkstrand wants 7. That's also unlikely. And then Kampf wants 2 point. That's, I think, reasonable. So let's see if we can lock that down right now. So let's start at 1.75 for all. Just try to save as much money as we can here. About 2 million. Wow, he really wants. Okay, so 3 years at 2.050. So 3 years, $6.1 million contract. Somebody who projects to be a very good defensive forward, so I'm okay with that. And it's time to set our lines, really. I think roster-wise, we're set. We got Heinola as our 7th defenseman. We're going to run with Taves, Sanheim, Kiviharu, Theodore, Gould, and Lindgren as our 6th. Oh, Kiviharu. 14, 13, 14, 14. I mean, Heinola is actually the better option right now, I think. But does that mean that Kiviharu should go down to Coachella and play every day? If we did that, why not would come up, I guess, but that doesn't really help. I think what we do is this. Kiviharu to Coachella. Let's go to free agents. Let's find ourselves a decent 7th defenseman. That way we don't have to lean on the kids to be that 7th defenseman. They can just play in Coachella this year. So we got Dunn. We got Nicholas Hague. What does he want? It's not a bad deal for a 26-year-old. 1.26 million. Yeah, I can do that. All right, that works. So we bring in Nick Hague to be our 7th. Actually, he's going to be our 6th, and Heinola will be our 7th. Right now we have Faksa and Burakovsky as our scratches, but it's only because Burakovsky's hurt. So let's go ahead and set the lines. So we are going to go Connor Bedard along with David Pastrnak. And the game wants me to put Zacha on that top line. I'm more inclined to leave Zacha there with Furcus and Matty Beniers. That's that line that's the line that did it for us last season. Bjorkstrand can go on the top line. We've got Shane Wright as our 3rd line center. I'll stick him out there with... Right now, we stick him out there with Hayes and Haltinen and Carabella, Kampf, Robertson. And then once we get Burakovsky back, Robertson probably goes to the bench, and we'll move some stuff around. Bedard rolls. I don't want to have 2 danglers out there. Let's make him a counter-attacking forward. Speedy forward for Furcus. Let's make him a playmaker. We could use a playmaker. We already have a playmaker on that line. What else can Beniers do well? Sniper. Grinder, dangler. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And then defensively, we'll go Sanheim and Theodore, Taves and Gould, and Hague and Lindgren. Thompson is our starting goalie. Portillo is the backup. Shootouts. Pasta, Bernard. This is just unfair. Pasta, Bedard, Beniers, Wright, and Jagger Furcus. Extra attackers will be Bedard, Pasta. Power play lines. Pasta. Bedard. Bjorkstrand. The second line, Nears, Zacha, and Furcus. 4th, Shane Wright out there on the point. And who do we want out there? Do we go? We do this. Go 2 defensemen on that. I don't know how I feel about. I mean, I guess it's fine. Sanheim and Caden Gould. I mean, we may not score quite as much, but that's fine. All right, PK. Kampf with, man, I don't even know. Who are our best defensive players? Ratings. Just the rating. Defensive read. Let's do it this way. Just be easier. Bjorkstrand's 13. Zacha's a 15, so Zacha's going to be on that top line. I don't think it matters. We got a lot of 13s. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. So, Kampf and Zaka. That's fine. We'll go right with our PK is not going to be great. Our PK is not going to be great, but that's okay. Might be to our benefit to have Fox out there. We'll see how it goes as the season kicks off, but it may be to our benefit to have Radek Fox out there to give us a little bit more defensive skill. Focus, I guess, and then Kampf and Zaka. Defensively, Sanheim and Taves on the top line. Lindgren with Ghoul on the second line. Haig and Theodore on the third line. I don't want Shea much PK time. It's not his bag. Four on fours. Bedard and Pasta, obviously. Zaka and Veneers. Theodore, Sanheim. Man, our top pairing is Elite, Taves, and Ghoul. 3 on 3, we'll go Theodore, Sanheim, Bedard, Pasta, Zaka, Veneers. Goalie starts. Backup, we're good with that. Stick with the starter. Backup starter frequency is a 3. Alternate in back-to-back games. And then I want to look at the tactics because I just realized, I guess, that you can do this per line. So for this top line, Bjorkstrand, Bedard, Pasternak. So that might be good for the top line along boards. I think we go along boards. Neutral zone defense. Evaded D probably makes sense. Pasternak and Bjorkstrand. All right, we'll do stay in your lanes. Then offensive zone attacking. That's not bad. Great fit. Lane positioning. I think that's the one we go with. Yep. Forecheck. We're not very good. It's not a great defensive top line. We can stick with a 2-3 press. Neutral zone. This is the PK. These guys, I don't know why I'm doing these guys. Oh no, this is defensive zone coverage. This is defensive zone. This defensive zone coverage. Stick with man on man. All right, we go to line 2. Funnel, sure. Angle, no. Crash the net, no. Lane positioning, no. I guess we'll just stick with the cycle because there wasn't anything noticeable in there. Oh, I forgot to do this one. Breakout. But with that, defensively, stick with Torpedo because we don't have any bad fits. And I'm not going to do this for every line because this, I don't have that kind of patience, truth be told. So we're going to find we're going to do it for the main lines, the top 4 lines, and then that's it. We're going to do it for even strength. And that's going to be it because I can't be, not that I can't be bothered, but I don't want to sit here and spend an hour doing this. I want to get to the games. So, man, third line. Yeah, we are not a particularly tough team, but that's okay. Oof. Center, I guess. Neutral zone. Haltunen looks okay. Stay in your lanes. Right and Haltunen. Yeah, we can do that. Even though Hayes is a bad fit, it's fine. Slot overload. Behind the net might work. Looks like behind the net's going to be the option. Yep. All right. Defensively, stick with the 1-2-2. Neutral zone. 2-2 lock or retreat so far. And defensive zone. It's going to be man on man. Yep. All right. And then the fourth line. Boards, Kampf, Carabella, Robertson. I guess we go stretch. No, not stretch. Those went through center, yeah. Dump in, funnel, activated D, wide drive, stay in your lanes, balanced attack. I guess funnel, since we don't have anybody who's a bad fit. That's kind of what I'm trying to avoid. Behind the net, we'll stick with that. And then on the forecheck, Kampf is a great fit, but Carabella and Robinson are bad fits. Just go with that. Kampf is a great fit for that, so we'll go with that one. We'll go there. All right, so that's that. Let's get to our next game, or our first game, and we'll just sim here a bit. Because I've already been going for 20 minutes, but we'll probably sim for, a couple weeks. Maybe get through the month of October, depending on how long it takes. We'll see. Like I said, I think I said this in one of my previous videos. Most of my videos used to be like an hour and a half long. I'm trying to cut back on that. Like, I don't want hour and 20, hour and 30-minute videos. I think 35 to 45 is a good number, given how much I'm able to do. Because you get a whole lot fewer, or a whole lot fewer. You'd get fewer videos for sure if I kept going at an hour and a half. So 40 to 45 minutes tends to work well, I think. All right. Anything interesting? So we signed Kampf. Joe Veleno placed on waivers. Trades, Brett Kulak, Lexiak. Burakovsky's ready for contact. All right, let's save this real quick. And I had somebody ask in one of the comments if I could play a game. Like, not like play it, but like let the game play out. So I can do that. So we will play opening day here against the Ducks. Starting Logan Thompson. Let's see. Options. We'll put the view speed on fast because normal is normal. We'll do... I'm not going to do manual line changes. I suppose we can do on-ice decisions. This may be the only thing we end up doing if this is how we play through. If I play through this game, we'll see how it goes. All right, well, let's just play the game, see how it goes. There's a stoppage. Minor. And we score on the power play. A minute and 11 seconds in. Bedard from right. Pasternak. Cool. I need to shut off game stoppages. Because... yeah. Alright, here we go. We got a highlight for Anaheim. They scored, though. Alright, let's... after this highlight, I'm going to pause. And go... let's change the view speed to normal. Yeah, you can see it a little bit better here. We're shorthanded. A couple of shots, saves made by Thompson. This is slow. Pavel Zacha is letting a lot of opponents get around him. Do you want to have him play? No, I'm going to have him continue to play as he's been. I do want to... quick sim speed. We're going to put the quick sim speed on fast. That'll speed this part up, I assume. And then the highlights will be normal speed. Anaheim. Take it away. We got a partial breakaway here. Is that Haltunen? Break in for Anaheim. Shot, save, shot, save. Pasta, 98. I can't remember who's who. I wish there was a speed between normal and fast, because this is like painfully slow to watch. But the fast speed is too hard to watch. It's too fast to watch. You can't keep track of what's happening. Average highlight, view speed. We're gonna put it back on fast because it's just too much. Puck down low. You want to try explaining once again what role you want Shane Wright to be playing in. If you do so, it'll take so long you won't be able to remove any other status effects from your players during this intermission. No. 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 We're out hitting them. No. We're out hitting them by a lot. Why would I want to stop that? Hitting is good. 3-0 breakaway. We're not able to get. We're not able to score. We have 18 shots on goal through a period and a half. Opportunity for us. Matty Beniers goes for high sticking. Breakaway. Matty Beniers. Oh no. Unsportsmanlike conduct behind the play on Travis Sanheim as Beniers walked in all alone. The breakaway opportunity stopped. Need that second goal here. Need that second goal. We've been dominating the game. I don't want to go into the third period tied or only up by 1. So I'm away at the point. No, I don't want to explain anything to Shane Wright or Pavel Zacha or Travis Sanheim or Tucker Robinson. Yeah, let's increase back-checking tendency a little bit. Let's not decrease the number of hitting. Kill a little more time. No, this is how we play the game. We are a high-paced team. There we go. We get a goal 14 seconds into the third period. Pasternak from Bjorkstrand and Bedard puts us up 2-0. Another goal 30 seconds later. Pasternak from Bedard. So that's what we get. A couple of quick third period goals to put us up 3-0. Musty sticking. Power play for us. 23 shots stopped for Logan Thompson here early on, and they get on the board. 11-16 left. Mason McTavish from Coleman, Trevor Zegras. Got a 2-goal lead here in the third. Lindbergh from Sportsmanlike. Yeah, fourth goal. Pasta with the hat trick here on opening night. All 3 goals in the third period from Bedard and Bjorkstrand. They each have 4-point nights on opening day. Another goal. The offense pouring it on here in the third period. Gavin Hayes from Gould and Devin Taves. That's what I like to see. Let's go. 5-1 here in the third. We pour it on. Should do it. And it does. We beat Anaheim 5-1. Pasternak 3 goals and an assist. Bedard a goal and 3 assists. Gavin Hayes from Gould and Taves. 29 out of 30. Thompson stops. That's what you like to see. Pick up offensively in the regular season right where we left off. So we got to set our budgets. We're not going to have any. We only got a few points. All right. So we want to put money into morale because, well, we need the morale. We have enough to put in. We have enough to put in there. And let's go there until we build up some additional points. Anything I need to do? Burakovsky's ready after 1 day. So, yeah, Robertson's going to get benched. Placed with Burakovsky. How did Burakovsky was on the top line a year ago, right? Was it Bjorkstrand? I don't know. I mean, Bjorkstrand only had 40 points, so it had to have been Burakovsky. But I'm going to, what am I going to do? Put Burakovsky with Wright and Hayes, Carabella, Kampf, and Haltunen. Next day. Right at 30 minutes. We'll sim ahead a couple of games here and kind of see what the start of this season looks like for us. Click broke up. I forgot about the clicks. That's good to see. We only have the one small click left. Beniers, Pasternak, and Wright. Let's intervene. Cool. We got rid of our last click. That's good to see. So Shea Theodore has convinced Pasternak that it's not in the team's best interest. Pasternak will make more of an effort to interact with all members of the team. Cool. So that's good. All right. Let's sim ahead a few days and see how this season kicks off for the Kraken. Year number 4. 7-3 victory, so 12 goals in 2 games. I'd say offensively, we're picking up right where we left off. Wright, Beniers, Carabella in the first. In the second, Pasta, Bedard, and Theodore. And then in the third, Shane Wright. So Pasta now with 7 points in 2 games. Eric Portillo gets the start, stops 24 out of 27. We start the year 2-0. Pasta and Bedard each with 7 points in 2 games. I'd say that's a pretty good start to the season. Winnipeg coming up. Nikolai Ehlers trade rumored. Interesting. Puustinen put on waivers. Sim through this game against Winnipeg. 5-1 victory, a 7-3 victory, and a 4-1 loss. Interesting. Winnipeg. Al Connor had a goal and 2 assists. Their goalie, D'Orio, stopped 34 out of 35. We scored first, and we gave up 3 second period goals. All right. Not going to win them all, I guess, right? Not going to win them all. Go to Buffalo now. Slow sim engine. Game in Buffalo, so we travel cross country and we lose again. So we score 12 goals in the first 2 games of the season. We score 2 goals in games 3 and 4. So interesting. Not great. Caden Gould picks up that goal. We got a game at Dallas now. See if we can avoid dropping under 500 early on. Dallas 3-1 to start the season. No, we lose again. So 3 straight games where we've only scored 1 goal. Uneven start to the season for us. Bjorkstrand picks up the only goal. Yeah, not a terrific start, but we didn't start off we started off really hot last season. We were like 6-1 or something like that. But by the time we got to November, I was a 500 team, and then I changed up some of the strategies, and then we went on a run that second half of the season. So Carlson signs a 1-year contract extension for just over $4 million. See if we can pick up a victory here. No, another game where we only score 1 goal. What is going on with our offense? What is going on with our offense? We'll put Bjorkstrand back on that top line. But this is the same. I mean, these are the same 2 top lines we had a year ago. So I don't quite understand what's happening. We started out 2-0. We've now lost 4 straight games. Maybe this is a hangover from last season where we got cocky in the postseason and got knocked out. Trudeau, Vorobiev on the block. Great. Sim the day. I keep simming until I win a game here, guys. This is a rough start to the season for Seattle. This is 4 straight games where we've scored 1 goal. What do we do here? There we go. A 6-0 victory. We bounce back there for sure. We beat the Rangers. Carabella picks up his 2nd. Pastrnak picks up his 6th. No scoring in the 2nd. And then in the 3rd, it's Wright, Bedard, Pastrnak, and Jagger Firkus picks up his 1st. Thompson with the shutout. There we go. We're back to 3-4. Still lagging behind San Jose here in the early going, but it is early. I think we sim 1 more game, and then we will call it. We got the Ottawa Senators coming up. See what happens as we're finally back home. Can we get back to 500? We do with a 3-0 win. So back-to-back, what a weird season. So 12 goals in the first 2 games of the year, then 4 goals in the next 4 games, and then back-to-back shutouts by Logan Thompson. So anyway, Burakovsky picks up his 1st of the season. Bjorkstrand with 2 goals in the 3rd. Thompson with back-to-back shutouts. We pull back to even at 4-4, currently sitting in 4th place. A couple games, Sharks and Edmonton both have games in hand on us. Thompson's 4th in the NHL in goals against, 5th in save percentage. Pasta 7th in points, 3rd in goals. Bedard 7th in assists. Still early. Still quite early. Not too terribly concerned about it. Pasternak, Bedard, Bjorkstrand all averaging a point a game. Wright's right there. Yeah, we'll be fine. We will be fine. Goalie stats. Portillo, not been great, but really not much worse than what we were getting out of Blackwood last year. I mean, it's only been 2 games, but Thompson's been outstanding. The offense has just been bad. We had that 4-game run with 4 goals. So, guys, that's gonna do it. I will sim ahead till I don't know. It's only October 15th. I really want to sim ahead 2 in a month. I think I'll sim ahead till December 1st. We'll pick up next episode December 1st, and then maybe next episode we'll get right up to the trade deadline. Maybe make that one a little bit longer episode. So that's gonna do it, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Join the Discord. I'll talk to y'all soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.